All right, good morning, everyone. Today is the test. All I'm going to do is make this video, take your test, and you're going to be good for today. Tomorrow, we're going to start with literary equations. We're going to do 2 days of that, and then we have a 3-day weekend. And then when we come back next week, we'll start on a new unit called functions, domain and range, and all this extra stuff that I need to look up. But let's focus on this test today. Remember, you could write down all these notes. You're going to take the test. I would recommend doing your test on a sheet of paper because next Tuesday I'm going to be going over every problem so you can compare your answers so you know what you missed on the test instead of you asking me what you missed. Good job. Awesome. All right, so this test. The first thing you need to remember is there's a difference when we talk about simplifying and solving. So when you simplify, all we're doing is, let's have an example of negative parentheses 3x plus 5 plus 2 parentheses negative 1x, not negative 1, negative, let's make it 7, sorry, minus 4. When we simplify, there is no border here. Why is there no border? Ask yourself real quick. There is no border because there's no equal sign. So right here, there's no moving or anything like that. All you're doing is do your multiplication, put the partners correct together. Let's start. Hopefully you remember what goes right here. There's no number. It's a 1. Imaginary 1. Let's multiply. Circle it up. Negative 1 times 3. Negative 3x. Negative 1 times a 5. Negative 5. To the next set. 2 times negative 7, sorry. Negative 14x. 2 times a negative 4 is negative 8. We got all negatives here, so be very, very careful. Remember, in this section, I don't mind you writing them separately down on its own part, and then we put it together. So I got, who's partner for negative 3x? Does not have an x. Has an x. Does not have an x. Let's put these guys together. 3x. Putting that together, make sure you read negative 3x minus 14x. Putting that together, you should get negative 17x. All right, one more. Almost done. Numbers with numbers. Negative 5 minus 8. Negative 5 minus 8. Calculator. Negative 13. Full answer. Negative 17x minus 13. And that is simplifying. So be very careful when you're working on that in that specific problem. Make sure you write notes. Remember, you can use your notes on your test. That's the benefit of virtual school. We're not there to help you out. We're not there to tell you no. So make sure you use your notes. I think you have 2 attempts. So you want to make sure you get that 100. Yes, it's going to be a little bit of a lengthy video, but hey, review is review. Next thing I want to talk about, perimeter. Remember, perimeter is to add all sides. If I give you an easy example, not algebra, but we have a triangle. Let's say this is 3, 3, and 5. What do you do with that triangle? You add. So when you add, all you're doing is you write. You can even add it straight up, or I recommend you doing 3 plus 3 plus 5. Hopefully you know how to add that. You should get 11. Not too hard, right? Same thing with algebra. You're gonna want to make sure that you add all the sides. Same example. Let's make it a little more difficult. We got negative 2x squared plus 3. We have 3 parentheses x squared minus 4x. And then we have, let's have 3, negative 3, negative 3x plus 10. We're still adding all the sides, ladies and gentlemen. So when we add all the sides, let's just take one piece, put it right here. Let's make it easier on ourselves. We have negative 2x squared plus 3 plus, why am I putting this plus? Because we're adding. Next side, 3 parentheses x squared minus 4x plus, because we're adding all sides, oh, that's okay, negative 3x plus 10. So these pluses are just telling me, okay, I'm adding all the sides. Now let's work it out. Working it out, we got to get rid of this parentheses. Don't forget that we're simplifying. There is no border. 3 times an imaginary 1 is 3x squared. 3 times a negative 4, negative 12x. And me, myself, and I'm just going to bring everything down. Negative 2x squared plus 3 plus the new stuff plus negative 3x plus 10. And now we could do all the partner stuff. Well, sir, there's a new type of term. Hey, we talked about this in one of the very first videos. Let's do it. Who's the partner for 2x squared? Who else has an x squared? The 3. Not this x. These two x's are completely different. Completely different. So do not put those together. So we got negative 2x squared plus 3x squared. Negative 2 plus 3, calculator, should give you 1x squared. Next one. I like to do them in order. X squares, x's, and then numbers. No x here. I'm going to work with this guy. Negative 12x and negative 3x. Negative 12x, negative 3x. Negative 12 minus 3, calculator, negative 15x. And the last one. We got 3 and 10. 3 plus 10, 13. And then all of this is my answer, so just put it in order. 1x squared minus 15x. That's a positive 13, so put it plus 13. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We just found perimeter in algebra terms. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. What else do we got to do? Inequalities. Inequalities, I mentioned you got to solve draw a number line, and then show who is in the solution set. So that's a whole bunch of things in one topic. So you need to be very, very careful when you're working this stuff out because the equations part, everyone seems to have got it because obviously it has an answer, no answers, or a bunch of answers. Inequalities, a lot of us get stuck. Okay, this is less than, write it out, less than, greater than, less or equal, greater or equal. Okay, don't forget that these two, because they're less than or greater than, this is an open circle. That means it's not included. So you're just going over what we did in the other videos. Hey, this is a review. Equal to, closed circle, beautiful closed circle. It is included. Good stuff. Cool, 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 cool. Now, we're going to go over hopefully an easy problem because I don't think the problems are that difficult. Let me think. My brain needs to think. We have, I like parentheses stuff, so let's do negative 4 parentheses. Let's do big stuff. 4w minus 2 is greater than or equal to. Right away, greater or equal to. Hopefully we can see what we're going to be using. Let's do 10w minus 8. All right. Hopefully it works out. I think so. I think it's going to work. Right? Let's make this a negative also. Negative 10w. Now I think it's going to work. All right. Beginning of the notes, I did mention you need to do a border. And let's start working this out. Negative 4 times 4. Negative 4 times 4 is negative 16w. Negative 4 times negative 2, that's a positive 8. Bring everything else down. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I have tutoring hours is so for you to come in and ask me questions. I had a wonderful student yesterday that came in, and that student was asking, "Sir, I've already learned how to do this. You're teaching it a different way. Am I still doing it correctly?" Hey, you know how to do it your way. If you need to come in and just check that you're doing it correctly, come in and check. Ladies and gentlemen, math teacher, I know a whole bunch of different ways to solve this stuff. So come on over, ask me the questions you need to ask me so that you do a great job. Student got 100 on the quiz. All right, let's do this. Variables on this side. 10w, negative 10w moving over becomes a positive 10. Remember, when it switches sides, it becomes positive. Cross it out. 8. Moving on over. Shoot, ladies and gentlemen, we did mess up. Let's make this a 4. Yeah, let's make that a 4. I'm just changing it a little bit. Yeah, just make that a 4. Okay, moving that on over. Some -8 now, -8. Turn some positive to negative. Scratch that out. All I did right here, ladies and gentlemen, I just changed the beginning of the problem because it was going to give us a decimal. I don't want a decimal. Okay, work this out. 10 minus 16. 10 minus 16 in your calculator, please. That gives me a -6W. Read. -4 minus 8. -4 minus 8 gives me -12. Excuse me. -4 minus 8 gives me -12. Last step, divide. Who are we divided by? The person in front of the variable, which is -6. -6. Uh-oh. Remember, divide by negative. Flip symbol. -6 divided by -6 is 1W. -12 divided by -6 gives me a +2. And then the symbol flips. After that, we should already know I don't want that 1, so just read the problem. W is less than 2 or equal than 2. And then we do our little number line. Starting with 2 in the middle. Less than, hopefully if you know less than, you should already know what's less than 2. If not, guess what? Make this an arrow, it's going that direction. So we should know it's 1, 0, -1, -2, and so on. Those are the numbers in the solution set. Forgot one thing. Is this number included? Is the 2 included? Less than or equal to? Close circle. Yes, it is. All right, cool, good stuff. And then all we got to do is the solving equations. I'll just make sure we know. I saw everybody's discussion yesterday. Everyone's doing a great job. I love that everyone's watching the videos. I hope you realize when you're watching the videos, guess what? I'm giving you the answers. Like, I'm giving you all the correct steps in order to succeed and get this credit. Please take advantage of the opportunity. Do not waste it. Holy shoots, we got about 3 minutes. All right. Just remember, I'm not going to do any prompts. Just go watch yesterday's videos. Okay, for problems. Running out of time. Problems, watch today's day 10. So watch day 8 and day 9. Oops, I said 9 and I put 10. Day 9 videos. And all I got to talk about, there's 3 parts. Solution, or one solution. No solution. And IMS, infinitely many solutions. Everybody did a great job. One solution is x equals a number. I saw somebody do that. That was great. No solution. Everyone did a great job. 0 equals a number, or number equals 0. Usually you're going to, yes, a lot of us are going to be barely getting that one most of the time. And infinitely many is a 0 equals 0. A bajillion possible answers. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck on your test. Remember, you have 2 attempts. If you need any tutoring hours on the homepage, click the click here button, and I'll be here waiting. See you all soon.